Good to get back home, back into it, back in the swing of things. A little bit of a, back into a regular routine. Which is nice. Yeah.
How was the Gold Cup? I know it was disappointing.
Yeah. Overall, I think team-wise disappointed. I think that was the mood, but understanding that we can't win everything all the time, and a little bit of a reality check. In that sense, team sense, but looking to get back on the horse. I think everybody is hungry now. A little bit of a setback, but guys go back to their club teams, regroup, and focus on September, October. Personally, it went well. I was pretty happy with the way everything went personally. Obviously, you want to play as much as you can. Circumstances are, coach's decisions is what it is. So when you get on the field, do the best you can, and you hopefully leave a good impression.
You're obviously no stranger to the position, but did you feel any more comfortable playing in defense with the national team, having had all this experience under your belt throughout the year here?
No, I think I played the position as I always have. I think their instructions for me was to make sure that when Fabian attacks, that we've got three in the back. So it was a little bit more defensive. From my standpoint, on my side, what I was told, that was kind of the tactic going forward. Fabian's very good at getting forward. He plays left mid for his club team. For me, it was sitting back, helping out the defense. So from that standpoint, I think maybe that helped out a little bit defensively, a little bit one-on-one. For the most part, play the position as if I would, any other time.
And still the early part of the World Cup cycle for 2018. Did Jurgen give you any kind of idea on where you might slot in over the next couple of years here?
No, nothing. So for me, it's always been put my head down, work. If I'm playing well, get called in. If I'm not, then somebody else will fill in.
Sure. Have you been following how the Sounders have been doing while you've been gone?
Yeah, of course. It's easy for me to sit back and for everybody to sit back and critique. The most important thing is, I don't want to say anything. I just want to get back into it. That's the most important thing. I think from all of us, we're hungry to get back into it, get on a winning streak. I don't think we've had a month like this in years past. So for us, it's attitude is great at practice. Everybody's working. Nobody's thrown in a towel by any means. And I think coming in the locker room today, put some smiles on the faces, and get back to work.
I know it's early in the week, but do you get a sense on how big this Vancouver game is coming up Saturday with the standings?
Open stadium, standings, everything is, every game from here on out, where we're sitting is extremely important. None of these games can be taken lightly. We meet them 4 times this month, and that's kind of unheard of, with Champions League games, so it's going to be a difficult task. By the end of it, it's going to be even more difficult. You play somebody that much, you know the ins and outs, so extremely important to get 3 points at home this weekend. That should be on everybody's mind.
How hard was it for you as a guy that has always kind of lived and died with the Fortunes here to have to watch from afar and not be able to slot in?
I mean, the most difficult part is timing. 3 hours time difference. There you have meetings. We're playing games. You've got post-game stuff, meals and everything. So I caught maybe 45 minutes of action. Going back and watching games. We'll watch tape this week. But I got to talk with guys. I got to talk with Ziggy, and 3 losses in a row, goal in the last 5 minutes of a game it's tough to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow, but at the same time, with guys away, it says that we're working hard for 90 minutes. It's just a little bit of luck goes the other way, and we find ourselves sitting atop of the standings. So it's a big month for us, and I think everybody's ready to forget last month, and we'll get back to work this weekend.
How impressive was Clint's performance at the Gold Cup?
Yeah, phenomenal. Professional from minute one. It was I saw a side of Clint that was very, very focused, coming off the bench when he was needed, performing off the bench, with a little warm-up and little, thought process was going into it. I think a couple of games maybe resting him, but the reality was he had to bring him off the bench to get a result, and he did that. He was an absolute warrior. He left everything on the field, and I know that he's very excited to get back and get back to work here with us.